Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news when we look at the landscape of the NFL right now, especially in the NFC West. A seismic shift might be on the horizon, and it's all centered around a potential blockbuster trade that could redefine the Seahawks' future. Rumors have been swirling with whispers from league insiders about a shocking swap involving Cincinnati Bengals star wide receiver Ja'Marr Chase. The chatter suggests that the Bengals, currently struggling at 4-9 and leaking an average of 31.8 points per game on defense, are considering trading Chase, a move that would send shockwaves through the league and, more specifically, give Seattle a serious boost as they push toward another Super Bowl appearance. Now, hold onto your hats because this isn't just any trade rumor. It's being reported that Cincinnati might be willing to part ways with Chase in exchange for a first-round pick plus a solid wide receiver, all while clearing up cap space, around $7.8 million for a rebuild. The Bengals, after all, are in a bit of a tight spot. Their offensive line has been struggling, and their defense, which has allowed over 400 points this season, desperately needs reinforcements. Moving Chase, who carries a hefty $22 million cap hit this year, makes sense from a cap management perspective. They're prioritizing youth, rebuilding their defense with some draft capital, and trying to set the stage for a competitive future. For the Seahawks, this kind of move is a no-brainer. With approximately $2 million in cap space available and the flexibility to rework contracts, adding a dynamic, explosive receiver like Chase would be a game-changer. Seattle has been impressive on offense this season, averaging 28.4 points per game, but they've been missing that truly game-breaking wide receiver to elevate the attack to the next level. Imagine Chase lining up alongside DK Metcalf, stretching the field with his elite speed and creating mismatches all over the place. His ability to explode deep downfield and make contested catches could transform Seattle's offense, much like the impact of adding Tyler Lockett or DK in previous years, but on steroids. Chase, at only 25 years old, is already a proven deep threat with a skill set that makes defenses nervous. In 2025, he's accumulated 91 receptions for over 115 yards, averaging 11.2 yards per catch with 5 touchdowns. His yards after catch YAC is over 398, and he's been a consistent threat whenever healthy, missing only one game this season due to ankle injury. His advanced stats are eye-popping, a PFF grade of 88.6, ranking him among the league's best receivers, and an EPA per target of plus 0.88. He's a true home run hitter, capable of turning short plays into big gains and elevating the entire offense. The reasons behind this potential trade from Cincinnati's perspective are clear. They want to shed Chase's $22 million cap hit, especially with their current cap situation, and a need to bolster their defensive line and overall depth. Their offense has been inconsistent, and with an underperforming offensive line that converts just 42.9% of third downs, they're looking to rebuild from the ground up. Meanwhile, the Seahawks are in a prime position to capitalize. Their current roster, featuring Geno Smith, has been surprisingly effective, and with the addition of Chase, they could elevate their offensive game significantly. Imagine the impact Chase would have on Seattle's offensive efficiency. His speed and ability to stretch defenses could easily add over 200 yards receiving this season, and his presence would open up opportunities for other playmakers like Smith-Njigba, who's already shown promise with a 68.4% catch rate. Seahawks' offense has been solid, but adding Chase would push their points per game from around 28 to over 32, creating a historic-level offense that defenses just wouldn't be able to handle. His deep roots, often catching 65% of passes thrown deep, would be a nightmare for defenses trying to keep up. This move wouldn't just be about offense either. Defensively, the Seahawks would gain an advantage by controlling the game tempo with longer drives, thanks to a more potent offense. Their defense, which has allowed 19.8 points per game, could breathe easier with a more balanced attack, giving them the opportunity to rest their defense and focus on key stops. Their secondary, already solid, would benefit from the added pressure Chase would put on opposing defenses, forcing them to double-team him or risk giving up explosive plays. Now, let's talk about the immediate implications for the Seahawks' playoff chances. Adding a player like Chase could boost their odds of reaching the Super Bowl significantly. Bookmakers are already adjusting their futures, with odds for Seattle improving from plus 1,500 to plus 600, making them genuine contenders. Chase's ability to be a deep threat on 70% of his targets particularly enhances their chances in the postseason, where big plays and explosive offensive performances are often the difference between victory and defeat. Of course, this kind of move would also send shockwaves through the league. The Cincinnati Bengals, now reeling from losing Chase, would see their Super Bowl odds plummet from plus 2,000 to a more skeptical outlook, as they shift toward a rebuild. For the Seahawks, though, this signals a new era, one where they're not just contenders but potentially dominant with the right pieces in place. This trade could be the catalyst that pushes Seattle from a good team to a true Super Bowl favorite, especially with the added explosiveness on offense and the strategic advantage it provides. Looking back at the history of NFL trades that changed the league, moves like this are often remembered as turning points. The Seahawks themselves have a history of making bold trades, like acquiring Percy Harvin or trading for Jamal Adams, that transformed their trajectory. Adding Chase would be another chapter in that legacy, a move that could redefine the NFC West and set Seattle up for years of success. It's about building a roster that not only competes but dominates, and Chase's addition could be the key to unlocking that potential. In sum, this rumored trade, if it comes to fruition, would be a game changer. It's a bold gamble for Cincinnati, who would be betting on future draft picks and youth, and a massive upgrade for Seattle, who are looking to cement their place at the top of the division. It's the kind of move that could turn the tide in the NFC, giving the Seahawks a significant edge and making them even more dangerous come playoff time. Fans should be excited. This isn't just speculation. It's the kind of bold move that could define the next chapter of Seahawks football. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the Seattle Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news.